Un conocido banquero, perdido y hallado en la mansión familiar, nos reaparece convertido en una especie de personaje traspuesto y acondicionado para matar. Bueno, bonito punto de arranque para una historia detectivesca que, declinada por William Beaudine y protagonizada por el cómico James Dunn, se convierte en un sainete tan extravagante como la indumentaria del protagonista cuando lo descubrimos en su consulta. Abundan en la gesta del fantasma viviente las miradas a cámara, detalle de poca monta para un director como Beaudine. Tenemos escena de tormenta nocturna vivida a oscuras por el chico y la chica de la película en una casa misteriosa, con fulgor de relámpagos, puertas vacilonas y un desconocido inquietante. Tampoco faltan los muertos en condiciones poco normales. Como es natural, todo el mundo es sospechoso y esto siempre nos permite jugar a las adivinanzas. Para acertar el malo o los malos de la película también se puede probar a echarlo con los dados. Así pues, el investigador providencial de este policial en clave de comedia es James Dunn, un actor con abundante filmografía silente, pero que alcanzó la popularidad acompañando a la pequeña Shirley Temple en los años 30, antes de ser secundado aquí por la dinámica Joan Woodbury. Cuando el cine lo tenía aparcado y bien aparcado en la serie B, Dunn dio la sorpresa y ganó un Oscar como secundario por su trabajo en Lazos Humanos, el debut de Elia Kazan. Eso fue en 1945, es decir, 3 años después de The Living Ghost que dirige el inefable William Beaudine.
How many times must I ask you to go away? Mrs. Craig refuses to see any reporters.
We only want a minute.
Have you any idea what happened to Mr. Craig?
Yeah, do you have any enemies?
All right, you can go in, Cedric.
Very good, Mr. Weldon.
I appreciate how anxious you boys are for an interview, but Mrs. Craig is under a very severe strain.
Who are you?
I'm Anthony Weldon, a friend of the family.
Well, how about giving us the dope on the case, huh?
Yeah, any idea what happened to him?
Was there a ransom note?
No note. You know as much about this as we do.
What about the police? Did they find out anything?
Not that we know of. Suppose you ask them.
Well, look, could we go in and have just a minute with Mrs. Craig?
I'm sorry, but that's impossible. Now, if you boys will show a little consideration, I promise to keep you informed. Otherwise, I shall have to ask the police to keep you away. That's all there is to it.
Well, he's a big help.
I just called the police. They have nothing to report. Oh, we're getting nowhere. I think we ought to call in a private investigator. What do you think, Mr. Phillips?
Well, if everybody else agrees, it's all right with me.
Very definite, my dear. That's the kind of initiative I've had to put up with all my life.
Oh, please, Aunt Delia, must you always pick on him?
What do you think, Tilly?
Splendid idea. Anybody particular in mind?
Yes, I'd like to get a fellow named Nick Train. He's a good friend of mine.
Huh. I thought you'd get a friend of yours to protect my charming stepmother, who is so grief-stricken.
Tina, I'm ashamed of you.
Oh, it's all right, Delia. Tina's overwrought. I know she doesn't mean it.
Oh. Don't I, though? Oh, don't pay any attention to Tina, Mrs. Craig. She's terribly upset.
I know, Billy. Is this Nick Train a good man, Mr. Moline?
Oh, he's one of the best. He used to be chief investigator at the district attorney's office.
Well, then, by all means, let's get him.
Well, that may not be so easy. He gave up the DA's job a long time ago. Oh. Said he was fed up with the detective business.
What's he doing? Where is he now?
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to look him up.
Oh, if he's as good as you say, you must get him, by all means.
I'll do my best. Well, Billy, you better come along with me. If Mr. Train agrees to take the case, you'll have to drive him back here. I have some business to attend to in town tonight.
Yes, sir. Can I get you something, Mrs. Craig?
No, thank you, dear.
Will you be leaving right away, Mr. Moline?
Right away.
I'll go right with you.
kind of a gag is that?
You got me, but if I know Nick, it must be a pip.
What sort of a fellow is he?
He's a little on the eccentric side.
A little.
Clever men usually are.
Come on here, Rito. Come on. Sit down now. Nice dog. Hello, brother. Hi, sister. We need to find a course of all the time because the fellow sitting inside the class from the easy to find a four. On the credit him terrible and high.
I beg your pardon.
Here, Rito. We need to find a talking inside the fellow sitting inside the 44 and the catch from the easy and the side of corn. And the head on the high and of walking inside of fine. Don't you think?
I'm sure I don't know.
Don't know. Well, suppose we go inside and find out.
That wouldn't be Brother Train, would it?
No, he's not that eccentric.
Well, it's on the side. What's right on the head and boom, boom, boom. Couldn't imagine it's going to find us on the finer side. Sure, I'll probably find us in. And I couldn't imagine for I'm on the side. So, there he was, of course, the fun side. I couldn't imagine the kind of fun side. So, he to find the fun, I start finding. And, Queen of side, I find the side. Here he goes. Come on, come on. Shedding. Here he goes. Come on, come on. That's a nice boy. That's a nice boy. Woof, woof. Queen of side, I phone all the time. I kind of said, fine. I kind of sit there, I kind of phone the side. I phone, I kind of sit inside the crow, and I couldn't imagine.
Sure we're in the right ward.
Yes. Now look. If Nick is stubborn and it's hard to handle, I want you to help me sell him the idea.
Me?
Yes.
How?
Well, I just want you to insult his professional ability. That's one thing he can't stand.
Oh, I see.
Oh, you don't know how happy you made me, Brother Trajan.
My dear sister, if I've done anything to alleviate your distress, I am profoundly gratified.
Well, anyway, you're starting off right.